Hello and welcome back to Into the Breach, where we find ourselves heading towards the scrap heap, I guess. And then I guess just one more, let's see here, one more map after that, and then we'll be back to the corporate HQ, and then it'll be the final island, and that'll be it. Will we be prepared? I don't know. The final island's probably going to be like 112% alpha bugs, but depending on how this turns out, high threat detected, that sucks. Destroy all mountains. Wait, what? Defend the disposal unit, destroy all mountains, protect the defense lab. The disposal unit, is that something that like destroys mountains? Because if not, that's gonna suck, because mountains I think take like 2 hits of any amount of damage before they're destroyed. I don't know. That's going to be an interesting one. But depending on the outcome of this one, I guess it'll determine where we go next, because we could do something like this. You know, if we're at a full power grid, and I don't really care to overcharge or overpower or whatever. So if we don't lose any power, then it'll probably be chemical field A, so we can just snag the 2 rep. Otherwise, disposal site C. So we'll see. Why not? Let's take a look then. Vec hives infest the mountains in this sector. An acid launcher is stationed in the region. Defend it while it disassembles the mountain range. Fascinating. So it's going to do the mountain destroying. That's perfectly acceptable. What's not acceptable here is, like, what is going on? That's like 6 dudes. 6 dudes, man. 6 dude bugs. I'm not a fan of that. Shoot. Well, I mean, what the heck? Well, let's just, you know, get to it, I suppose. These are all alphas, aren't they? You know, see, what did I tell you? 179% alpha coverage here. And we have, like, no place to go here. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we have a couple of things in our advantage here. First of all, there's only one of these guys, and he can't make it to a building, right? He has no way of attacking any of the buildings, but he does have the ability to attack mechs, depending where we put them. We've got this guy. The Firefly he's got a lot of hit points, yeah, but he only shoots like 1. He's got a pretty manageable projectile. And then this guy's gonna really not be fun at all. He's gonna be the opposite of fun. And these guys, you know, I mean, you can kill them. What I don't want is for, like, everybody to be immobilized. And that's looking like that's what's gonna happen here. Oh boy. Like, I think I want him here, and that way he can get into the back section and sort of do his thing. If I put these guys like so, I'm imagining, let's see, he goes last, so he might not be able to do anything. But what's likely going to happen is, wait, who goes first? Cyan regenerates. Oh, whatever. There's nothing to regenerate on the first turn, thankfully. There's no fire damage. There's really not a whole lot going on here. There's lots of water, but I don't think these guys are going to cooperate. In fact, I'm sure they won't. So these guys will go before him, which means they're, you know, one guy might go here. I'm assuming one guy's going to go here. And that would be good, because if we shot a rocket, then if somebody goes here, you know, I'm assuming maybe he'll go there, because he can. He's got the range. We could bump him out. And that would free him. The only question is, what's the range on that? Can he just shoot that wherever he wants? Because if these slots fill, what's his attack order? He goes before this guy. So it's entirely possible that he might drop something here or here. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be very difficult. I foresee smoke being used at some point. But the upstroke of all this is at least he won't be a factor in the first turn, and we need to figure out how to kill as much as humanly possible. But yeah, I assume that he's probably going to go here, but I guess we'll find out. But the plan is, you know, if all these slots get filled again, you know, we'll use a rocket. As much as I'd love to use a rocket on this guy, you know, and then of course we do have him, so if we want to try some shenanigans with moving guys around, maybe we can, but we're gonna have to be careful because, you know, we've got a lot of buildings around. So I think this is fine. I kind of still want kickoff boosters for everybody, and I want to block these guys. I don't want these guys jumping around up here, so I kind of want to fill these slots. Okay, so nobody can go here. Well, that doesn't really help me. And I think if I move this guy, he'll definitely... Yeah, we don't want that. I think this is the way to go. So let's give it a shot, I guess. I'm not feeling confident about this mission. And of course there's a pod. On the toughest missions, that's the only time they give you a pod. Alright, so he goes there. Yeah, I kind of thought this was going to happen, so that's fine. That happened, which is good. Oh, you did have enough range. Okay. Alright, so lots of stuff happened. None of it's good. However, we have a very... Okay, so check this out. This is gonna solve a lot of my problems. Okay. Let's see. So if this guy goes out here, what is the attack order? He actually shoots before this guy gets a turn. But he only does 3 damage. We can't really get to the other side of this guy, but we can get here. See, I want to knock this guy into the water, though. That's the thing. And I can move him around pretty much anywhere I want. The upstroke, again, is that we don't have any new guys showing up. That's really good, actually. So we could put him here. Shoot this guy for 3 damage. Move this guy out here. This guy is going to shoot, which is going to destroy this guy, damage this guy, and push this guy out here. That'll be enough damage to kill him, and he'll go again before. Man, I wish I had an extra space here because I want him to punch this guy into the water. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I might actually need to punch this guy just so that these guys don't regenerate. Who would regenerate? He would regenerate. He'd be down to 2 hit points from this guy, and he'd go back up to 3. This guy does 3 damage though, so if he regened, it wouldn't be an issue. However, you know, as much as I want to kill this guy, if I dash here, it's gonna ruin my plan. It's gonna ruin my plan because I don't have enough room. And I'm gonna have a sad face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does not have 5 movement. He's got 4. This guy has 5, but he's got to shoot. His missile is very key here. This is gonna help us out enormously. And I don't think it really matters what order we do this in. He doesn't have the building immune thing because we opted for the extra movement, so we'll not be able to use that. Oh, the other thing I have to remember from the last episode that I forgot completely is that when I shoot him, he's going to go underground. Which means this guy isn't going to actually... He would kill this guy, which would actually be okay. This guy would not be dead. I think that's fine. Man, I wish... Or... we kill him outright. We kill him outright with this guy. We let him shoot this guy. He'll go underground. That'll cancel his attack. We blow this guy up. So that way we would kill this guy, kill this guy. This guy would take lots of damage. He wouldn't get healed by the Scion in that case, right? And when he pops up again, we could finish him off. That leaves us with this guy. Like, what do we do with him? Like, I really want to kill this thing, but I just don't see it happening. Because he's the only guy that could realistically get this, you know, push this guy without, like, he's key. So we can't occupy this spot as much as I want to. I just don't want to have to deal with one of these things. But we don't have anybody coming into the next turn. So what I might do is I might just position him here and not move, just so that we can get this. And then leave him up, I guess. And then maybe be in position to attack him in the next turn. So we... Does it matter how we do this? It doesn't really. Like, if we shoot him or him, it's the same outcome. They both... This guy dies and this guy takes 3 damage. So it doesn't really matter. So what I will do is I'll put him here and shoot this guy, and then let him kill this guy, because that'll give him some options to go up here if we need to. I don't want to put him too far in the corner, just in case I need to reposition him. So, yeah. So we shoot him. That moves this guy out, cancels his attack. Oh, that was also important, because he attacks before... Oh, yeah. That was another... Although... They'll shoot and then move, right? Yeah. So we should be fine. We should be fine. Yeah, I think I like that. Alright, and then we'll shoot this guy. This guy stays alive. Grab the pod. Yeah, I think we can do this. Even though they threw the curveball with the pod, I think we can do this. Again, I'm not getting the full use. Well, I actually am. I'm doing 5 damage indirectly, but I'm still getting 5 damage out of this, so we'll call that a win. We'll put him here. Excellent. And I guess... I wish, like, if you killed him outright, it wouldn't actually move him, but it does, so... We're gonna have to leave him alive, which means absolutely nothing. I mean, he'll heal himself, I guess, but that's fine. Oh, I can't forget to do this. Oh wow, that's a problem. Ooh, I don't like that. So if we want to do this in 2 turns, we could do this and then this. Okay, that was also cool. I think we got this in the bag, man. I think we got this in the bag. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm feeling good about this. That first turn looked really scary, but it turned out to not be too bad. Alright. he's back. And we get 2 more. Alright. Now we need to be prudent here. What's going to happen is this, undoubtedly. Although, oh my god. What if we did this? It'd be so cool. But we do need to destroy this stuff, but I'm just thinking now, like, wow, look at the possibilities. So many things we can do. All right, I'm getting a little trigger happy here. What are we gonna do about these guys? So if let's see, what's the attack order? He goes first again. That is good. Man, I really want him to die though. I don't want him to be alive. Yeah, and we've got this to contend with as well. How are we gonna handle this? If he shoots this, it's gonna... I might not be able to do anything about that. Unless... Well... See, we haven't done anything, right? Yeah. What if I did this? I would kill 2 guys. Would also move this up. Doesn't actually kill it. Then we use... That's not gonna work. That won't work because it will... I was thinking about shooting this with... It's my cannon mech. But there's no good way to do that. I mean, we could potentially leave him alive, right? Let's see, attack order 3. It's not really a good... Again, there's not enough space here. Like, I just want to move him here and punch this guy into the water. But then I would have to do something with him. Ugh. And I guess you could just punch this guy, right? Or we just, you know, we actually use this on these guys. And then next turn, destroy this. I really don't want to... I mean, as tempting as it would be to destroy all these guys, that would just leave way too much acid on the ground, which we don't want. So if I used acid on these guys, then... What could I do here? I could kill him and him. We'd have to deal with this and whatever these 2 guys are. I just want to see if there's a way that I can get rid of everybody. This is like the guy that I want to get rid of. I just don't know like what spiderlings do. That's the problem here. Another thing we could do is bump him over here to take care of this guy. Acid, destroy all this stuff. That would still leave him tangled, though, which we can't do. I think I might have to leave the spiderling up, I guess. And hope it doesn't, like, get a free attack. Only there wasn't a building here. Yeah, I think that's just the way it's gonna have to be. Yeah, then we won't have to... Yeah, I'm thinking, but nothing's coming up. I'm drawing a blank. If there's something else here that I'm missing. Yeah. Actually, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, he just takes a damage. It's not a big deal. I think that would be okay. I think we do have to actually do this, though. Yeah. And then I'll move him here so that they can get kicked off boosters on the next turn. I mean, you know, I haven't strategically used the health of my mechs in a while, so... I know you have an action, but there's really not a lot for you to do, so... I think that's fine. I think that's fine. This is just a regular burrower. That's amazing. I didn't even think they existed. He's going to... Ooh, that's no good. This is almost too good to be true. Like, did you seriously just put yourself such that I can kill you and complete my objective on the without doing anything? I don't know, man. That just seems... I mean, this is brilliant right here. Like, I have to say... Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really need to stop shooting this, though, because look at how much acid is on the ground. Well, now, that opens up some options. I'm almost... think I'm gonna use this guy to block. And then maybe put him up here. These guys will have kick up boosters, and then he's got another rocket. Oh man, I have this, I so have this in the bag. Maybe, I think. Pretty sure I do. I don't really want to use him to block, or do I? Does it matter? He's got 2 hit points. That's fine, that's fine. We'll just deal with one guy. I'm playing fast and loose here. But I think it's fine. And it's an alpha. And that's it. We just have to kill this guy. Which, you know, I think is doable. I think it's doable. I think we can handle this guy. In fact, I think he's gonna have the honors. Because I wouldn't feel right about myself if I left a missile on the table here. I think that's it. I know you guys have actions, but I mean, realistically, what else do you need to do? You wiped the Vect from the sector completely! Thank you, Commander! Perfect victory! Alright, well that wasn't too bad. That last setup, though, with the mountains and the 2 Vec putting themselves exactly in the correct configuration, I was a little bit absurdly lucky, you know? So I feel like they kind of gave me that win. And I'm not sure why, you know? But, you know what? I'll take it. We protected the time pod, which means we get something out of that. Yes, we get something out of that. We get a reactor core. I swear that the first time I got one of these, I got 2 things out of it, but you know what? I'm not complaining. A reactor core is fantastic because we're going to use that reactor core. 2 reactor cores, right? Because we got one from the scrap heap. So, man, we're like showering in reactor cores. I love it. That's probably not very healthy, but we're doing it anyways. All right, so we didn't lose any power, so I think I'm just going to say, you know, disposal site C. I like that you're a nice little coastal island village area. That's probably nice to visit in the summer, but we're going to Chemical Field A, and that's where we're going to wrap up this island and then go back to HQ. But since we have, since we have 2 reactor cores, what do we want to do with them? We have options. Not too many options, but we do have options. I would love to get this guy to 5. Or 6, rather, right? That would be 6 total to get the +2 damage. Man, I would like that. I would really like that. The other thing we could do is we could remove the dash and then give him 1 reactor core and then go into damage. I don't know if I can. I just don't. Like, I worked. It took me a long time to get dash. And I didn't use it in that last match, but that doesn't mean it's not useful. It actually is very useful. We could upgrade his Taurus cannon to 2 damage. That would actually not be a terrible idea. This guy has plus move. I really feel like he's in a good spot. I don't think he needs more health. We got lucky with the health bonus. Like, this guy has like the perfect setup. Reactor core and mech HP is brilliant. I wish all my mechs were like that. So I think he has a good balance of health, and he's got the extra move, and the only thing that we could really, that I could foresee putting on him is building immune, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. He's really the guy that I should be giving these to, even though he, I don't know. I mean, we do have the extra HP, so we don't need to really worry about that. The extra move would be really nice, but again, this is what I really want. So what do I do? That's the question. Do I give him +1 damage? So it's 2 damage? I don't know, man. I mean, with the heavy rocket... Now, granted, when I shoot both my rockets on the first 2 turns, it definitely sucks. It makes him a little bit less useful, but... I really neglect this guy, but in all honesty, I really don't care for this mech too much. The cannon and artillery mechs are just so much better. Now, it's probably because the Titan Fist. Maybe I should have swapped it out when I had the chance. But I did not. So what I might do is I might split the difference. I might install one on him, install one on him. We'll eventually work our way up to +1 damage, but no, that's not what I wanted. +2 health. I really think he could use the health. He's the lowest health guy that we have. 554 I think is a good setup. That's plenty of health to absorb some damage. 3 seems a little bit low, especially since we get like 100% alphas 100% of the time. And then this guy can get +1 move, which I think he really, really needs. Kickoff boosters alone just isn't cutting it. Like, he needs the extra move. Even with dash, you know, just getting that maneuverability I think is going to work, and then we'll kind of figure out what we're going to do here. If we decide to swap out Titan Fist, then I might need that anyways. So I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go with that. Excellent. Want to get through that in this episode. So then in the next episode, we can jump right into Chemical Field A, which sounds like a lovely place. Anyways, good episode. Thanks so much for watching, and join me next time.